There's a kind of heartbreak that doesn't come with a door slamming shut. It comes in silence, in absence, in the space where connection was, and then wasn't. You thought this time was different. You let yourself soften. You let the walls fall. And just when you were about to exhale, he vanished behind his own armor. Not fully gone, but no longer truly here. And so begins the spiral so many self-aware women know too well. Did I move too fast? Did I overwhelm him? Was it too much to be real? But here's what most never tell you. A man doesn't pull away because you're too much. He pulls away because, for the first time, something real asks him to show up with his whole self. And he doesn't know how. When love knocks, it doesn't just invite the heart. It awakens the soul. And for someone unprepared, that kind of awakening can feel like a threat, not a blessing. Because real love doesn't allow us to perform. It asks us to be seen. And for many men, especially those who've lived behind emotional masks, that gaze of love can feel exposing. He begins to feel something pure. And in that purity, the shadow rises. The little boy who learned that feelings are weakness. That vulnerability is dangerous. That to stay safe, he must stay distant. So what does he do when love calls him closer? He retreats. Not out of malice, but out of muscle memory. It's not that he doesn't feel. It's that he feels too much and doesn't yet know how to stay with it. And here's where many women lose themselves. Trying to chase the disappearing, trying to explain away the silence, trying to hold open a door he refused to walk through. But this is your sacred moment. Not to chase, not to convince, but to witness the truth and return to your worth. Because real love doesn't leave when it gets close. It leans in. It deepens. It stays steady even when it shakes. If he can't hold that, that's not your burden to carry. It's his soul's work to do. Carl Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But no one can do that work for him. Not even a woman whose love feels like home. So if you're here, aching in the space where he once stood, let this be your turning point. A man who pulls away from love isn't rejecting you. He's rejecting the part of himself that doesn't yet feel worthy of it. And in his leaving, you are being invited back. Not to the fantasy, but to your center. Because the feminine is not here to beg. She is not here to shrink. She is here to remember that her softness is not a threat, that her depth is not a flaw, that her longing is sacred, but only when it meets someone who can honor it. So if he pulled away, let him. Not with bitterness, not with blame, but with a deep bow to the truth. He was not ready for the kind of love you've spent a lifetime growing into. And you? You don't need to delay your blooming. For someone afraid of spring,